Hi guys, and welcome to Paul's DIY, and this time we're doing a Deadpool custom, and we're doing it in the same way that I did the Thanos custom. It's another Bus Bank Money Box custom, giving him the legs and feet and making him into a complete figure. And I just want to quickly point out my microphone is still broken, so I'm using the internal mic on the actual computer. You can still hear every word I'm saying, it's just not as crisp as when I was using the microphone. I'm hoping to work this weekend and buy a brand new mic. So guys, please sit back, relax and enjoy the video. Cheers. Okay guys, we're going to start with a little montage here. You can see I've gone ahead and put the wooden dowel for his legs and glued them in just like I did with the Thanos custom, and then wrapped tin foil around to get the right thickness of the legs, and now I'm going in with the clay to mould the leg muscles and the kneecaps and all the rest. Okay, so what I'm doing here is attaching a thin strip of clay right up to the bottom of his utility belt. That way it will cover up the seam where the bottom of the Bus Bank Money Box ends and where the legs begin, and the clay will enable it to blend in seamlessly. Okay, so here I'm moulding the out leg muscles below the knee, and I did actually forget to mention when I was doing the Thanos custom, I actually googled a lot of photos of Arnold Schwarzenegger for the leg muscles. I was imitating the leg muscles from his bodybuilding days, so I used a lot of Google images of Arnold Schwarzenegger from his heyday as a bodybuilder for the Thanos custom. For this one I actually used athletes like athletic runners and stuff like that to because obviously Deadpool's not as big as Thanos, he's quite tall and thin, so I thought using reference photos from an athletic runner would enable me to get the correct muscle shape for his legs. Okay, so here's a photo of the custom about halfway through, and I wasn't happy with how the legs were looking. His hips were way too big, and his inner thighs were also too big, and they weren't in proportion with the top half. So I went in, by this point the clay had dried, so I went in with a Stanley knife and literally just shaved away on his outer hips until it was in proportion with the rest of the figure. I also applied a bit of water, and this clay actually becomes malleable again almost when you apply water, even though it's dried. So I was able to shape it up and get the legs in proportion with the top half of the figure. Okay guys, the Deadpool figure is coming along nicely. His legs are all done. Got a few cracks to fill in around his waist and on his bum and on the back. Give it all a smooth down. Got to finish off the legs. I've done this pretty much the same way I did my Thanos figure, with the wooden pieces of wood glued into the top, which you can probably see just in there. Yeah, you know, there's the two, and they're glued into the top of the inside of the head. Having a bit of trouble getting the right thickness. I still think the legs are still too wide compared to the rest of the body, so I might shave those down and remold them. And then off eBay I got these two guns that retract like real ones, and I'm going to have them on his waist, one there and then one on there. So yeah, next is to finish off the feet and smooth out the legs, and he should be ready for a paint. Okay, so here I'm filling in the cracks with some clay. I just quickly want to mention I actually did the feet using milliput, mainly because it's once it dries it's solid. It's as solid as rock, and I just thought using clay, there's a chance even once clay is dried that it would break and crumble, and I just thought this figure is quite heavy, obviously, with all the clay on top of the wooden dowels. Using because the legs are so thin compared to the Thanos custom, I thought using milliput would enable the figure to stand up correctly. And if you go back literally to the bit just before where I was going on about filling in the cracks, you can see where I've made the milliput out of made the feet out of milliput, and then I am going to go over that with clay just to mould in the actual shape of the boots themselves. Okay, that's the legs now finished and smoothed out, and smoothed out all the way around, got rid of all the cracks. And next is to finish off the feet. Okay, so the next step was to go in with some milliput to do the straps for the pistols, and the reason I used milliput again is because if I'd used clay, once it dried, all the straps would have cracked, plus the clay wouldn't have held the pistols in place. As you can see, I've created a loop out of milliput, and those pistols just literally sit in, and I will go in some black paint to paint. So part of my process when doing my custom figures is to go online and look at reference photos. I do take a lot of inspiration from Prime 1 Studios because the figures are absolutely fantastic. Detail is phenomenal. But I actually saw a photo of Deadpool on Google Images where it had some Deadpool bombs, and they were in the shape of the old-fashioned, bombs that you get in the old cartoons, where it's a round bomb with a fuse on top. So I thought, how can I make these? And I just had a paintbrush lying around, and this is. I think it's better if you just watch the video, because I think I can explain it better than just watching it, because I actually played it by ear. I didn't have any process in my head of how I was going to do this until I was actually making it myself, making the bomb itself. Just basically, I used a paintbrush. I used the metal, or the bit that holds the brush in place. I peeled that off, and that's going to be used for the top of the bomb, and then the dowel itself, or the handle itself on the paintbrush, is going to be the fuse, and then I made the round bomb out of milliput. Fantastic stuff. Okay, so as I mentioned, I didn't really have a plan of how I was going to do this. I was just playing it by ear as I was going, and I really wanted to have a pull ring on this bomb, as if you'd pull the ring off and then throw it in and explode. So I took one of my key rings, I cut the link off, and then placed it through the loop from the key ring as well, and then using just super glue, I super glued it onto the corner of the fuse for the bomb. And then using milliput, mixed it together, rolled it into a ball, and then stuck the fuse in the top and super glued it into place. So I need to leave that one to dry, and once the milliput is set, it'll be rock hard like this one, ready for painting. Okay, so before I went into to the painting stage of the custom, I wanted to make sure I got all the detailing correct, and again, using reference photos, I'd already mentioned that I've done the straps with milliput to hold the pistols in place, but then I went in with some craft foam, mainly because it wraps around the legs perfectly. It's already black, I don't have to paint it, so I've done two straps that attach around the top of his legs, and then one around the top of his boot, and again around the base of his foot. And they're just super glued into place, and that was the figure, all details, all done, ready for painting. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Again, I apologise about the audio. As I mentioned, I'm using the internal microphone at the moment because my current microphone is broken, and I am going to obviously have to get a new one. Yeah, I know the audio is alright, you can still hear me, but it's not as crisp as it usually is. And so again, I apologise about that. And guys, I was thinking, in the past I have done what I call subscriber showcase videos, where I've had cosplay, and I've had subscribers asked to do a video showcasing the customs. So yeah, if you want me to make a video, because I have had people leaving comments saying, "No, this thanks for doing this custom. You give me some ideas, so I'm going to do mine." I did a showcase on a Joker custom, I think it was. So yeah, if you want to see a if you've done a custom of your own and you want me to do a video, just drop me an email below. You can see the email address at the bottom of the screen. Drop me an email with a couple of pictures, or even if you want to do a final reveal video like I do, and I can put some music over the top of it. Yeah, anything you want. And yeah, if you want to do that, drop me an email and I will definitely do a subscriber showcase video for you. Next video coming up is the giveaway. I've had a fantastic response on Instagram. I put a photo up. It's going to be the Deadpool custom. That was my last video, and that is just to say a massive thank you to you guys. We are so close to 2,000 subscribers, and I'll give you more details in the giveaway video. So guys, thanks again for watching, and it's time for the final reveal. So guys, thanks for watching. I enjoyed the video. I had so much fun doing this custom. I was hoping to get it out before the Deadpool 2 movie came out, but obviously I hadn't. It's got so many customs and DIY projects going on. I had so much fun doing this, especially doing the bombs themselves. That was a late addition. I saw a picture on Google Images of the bombs on a high-end Deadpool figure, and I thought, be a perfect addition to my custom. And that is, to be fair, the reason why I do these customs is when you can go out and buy the the 19-inch, 19-inch figures, and but they don't do them in every character that you want. And it was that fact that I came across these bus banks, the money boxes, and I thought, why can't I just make the legs, and then I'll have the character figure in this scale that I want. And lost my track of thought. Yeah, that's the reason why I decided to do these customs. And I mean, if you want a custom in this scale, like you say, it's going to be high end. I use get a lot of inspiration from Primal Studios, which is around this size, maybe a bit bigger. But you're paying a couple £100 if you want something, in this scale. To be fair, you're getting what you pay for, because the quality is absolutely fantastic, the detail as well. But yeah, so this is why I decided to do these kind of customs, and I hope you guys like them, because I've got more coming. I'm working on next one will be the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm going to see how this one comes out, and if it comes out looking alright, I'm going to do the the entire set, all the turtles. And I got so many projects, so little time. That's the problem. But guys, I just wanted to say a massive thank you to you. That's the reason why the next video is going to be a giveaway video. It's going to be the Red Hood custom that I did in my last video. As soon as I get this uploading, I'll record the giveaway video, and my internet's absolutely rubbish, so I'm aiming to get the giveaway video probably tomorrow, because I'll upload this tonight. It's only about a 25-minute video, but it'll take all night to upload because, as I mentioned, the internet's rubbish. Guys, I just wanted to say also, this is just a hobby for me, and I love all the comments, positive and negative. I've just recently got a negative comment on a custom I did a while ago, a custom Hulk figure, and I take them all on board. I don't get angry, upset. If you don't like the custom, you don't like it. If you think it looks absolutely fantastic, if you think it looks good, great. I can't please everyone. I take all suggestions, all criticisms on board, and and that's how I improve. I mean, I started from scratch. I got inspired by Cosplay Chris and his custom collectibles, and they don't always go right. This Deadpool figure, for instance, the legs, it took me 3 attempts to get them the way I wanted them. And some customs you've not seen videos of where, I've just scrapped them because I couldn't do it. And, it doesn't, like I say, it doesn't always go right. But, I showed a couple of photos of my customs to a friend at work, and he was like blown away. He's like, I could never do that. I could never do that. And I said to him, I says, you don't know unless you try. And like I said, I was inspired by Cosplay Chris, and I didn't know I could do these type of customs until I tried to do them, and it took a lot of work. And the thing with me is I see an image in my head of how I want it to be, and then I make it. And that's where I've come up with that slogan on my YouTube banner: if you think it, you can make it. If you've got an idea in your head, try and do it. If it fails, it fails. And at the end of the day, all you can do is try. I mean, when I started this YouTube channel, I never thought, I'd be doing stuff like this. I never thought I had the ability to do it. And as I said, sometimes it comes out good, sometimes it doesn't. But I never in a million years thought I would be able to do a Thanos head sculpt. I know it doesn't look 100% like the movie Thanos, but for my ability, I think it's come out fantastic. And there will be a video for this coming out as well on my YouTube channel. Before I started using clay for the custom legs and the Thanos head sculpture, the last thing I made was this clay moon, and I made this when I was about 15 years old in art class in school. And so I don't know, it's hard to explain. If you've got an idea in your head, don't hold back. Just try it out, and you never know, it might work. And anyway, I'm rambling. I could ramble forever. You've seen my live stream attempts. As soon as I get a better camera, I'll be doing more live streams as well. But I could ramble all night long. So guys, thank you very much for watching. The next video will be my giveaway video. And then after that, it'll probably be the Thanos sculpture head DIY video. I'm also working on my my novel that I wrote, the Kickstarter campaign video for that as well. So a lot of great videos coming, a lot more customs coming on DIY projects as well. I'm working on a couple of DIY decor type projects as well. So guys, thanks for watching. Keep repeating myself as well. Have a great weekend, and I shall see you for the next video. Cheers.